It's that time of the week, time to answer your questions. It's great when people send questions in. We answer 3 a week. You can call them in. 219-2-DAVID-P is the number. You can send an email. You can tweet them. You can post them to our Facebook page, whatever. Natalie, first question is from Natalie. Natalie says, David, you've mentioned that you own Tesla stock. What other stocks do you currently own? I'm willing to explore this, Lewis, but I think I should say, number one, I am not a financial advisor. Number two, none of what I say constitutes advice or a suggestion to buy, sell, or do anything in particular with any particular stock. And number three, I've long advocated that buying individual stocks should not be a big part of most people's investments. It is incredibly risky, and it makes far more sense to really invest in index funds. Don't try to time the market. Be in it for the longest term possible, and invest in the broadest possible mutual funds. That being said, yes, I've mentioned I own some shares of Tesla stock. I believe in the company. I think it is going to do well. I know that the stock went down a little bit recently because of lower than expected ratings for a recent model upgrade or something. I don't even pay attention to the micro, and I that's my take on it. I'm in this thing for the long haul, and I think for the long term, Lewis, Tesla is going to be a company that does well.
Sure, yeah, I agree. They're doing great things.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. As far as other stocks, so I don't really own very many individual stocks, like I said, because I just don't think it's the best way for the average person to invest. Netflix. So I think Netflix is part of the future of television. I know that increasingly competitors to Netflix are starting to come in, and maybe that is going to impact Netflix's long-term chances of being a huge successful company. But I believe in the model of Netflix. I'm a Netflix subscriber, and thus I have decided, Lewis, to invest some money in Netflix. Another one, and this one, I don't even know if I'm still bullish on it. I've owned shares of Sirius satellite radio stock for a long time. I've been a subscriber to Sirius Radio for a very long time, and I've owned the stock for a long time. And I don't know if anything's ever going to happen. And actually, any day now, we may hear that Howard Stern is not renewing his contract on Sirius, although he may renew it. And if that happens, I am not totally sure what is going to be the future of Sirius Radio. And that's there's a couple more that escape me now, but I don't really own many individual stocks because I just don't think, I'm not a pro at that. And I don't think it's really the safest or most prudent way to invest.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I used to own a few individual stocks, not anymore. That was actually all sold off before the market crashed.
Well, that was smart.
That's how long it's been. And I have not gone down that road since, Dave. So
For the average person, I really don't think, especially once you consider trading fees, and I know sometimes you get a few free trades when you get involved with a new stock or whatever, to do what makes sense, which is to be diversified and to be regularly increasing your holdings, whether you can with a little bit of money every week or every month, even if it's just $25 or $50. It gets very expensive to do that with individual stocks, whereas you can set up with broad diversified mutual funds. Again, this is not investment advice. This is just my personal view on this. You can accumulate it on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis without constantly paying trading fees, $4 or $7 every time you buy and sell. And for the average person, Lewis, I think that is really what makes the most sense.
yeah, agreed. It's play it safe, Dave. We're not gamblers, right?
And you especially, now that you don't play poker anymore.
Yeah, it's been what, like it's over a decade. Yeah, I don't like to gamble, and I would not recommend it.